Hey everybody, you're watching the Boba Squadron podcast live. Tonight we are talking about Star Wars The Acolyte episode 5. Who's the mystery guy? Who's in the mask? Did you watch yet? I hope you did because there will be spoilers, but we're going to be talking about some toy news as well and a little bit of something for other shows. So thank you for tuning in and hit the thumbs up. We will see you on the other side.
Hey Kevin, hey Paul, hey Ernie, hey Yoko.
Hello there, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
This is Ashley Eckstein, voice of Ahsoka Tano.
And you're tuned in to Boba Squadron.
And I can't wait to hear what you have to say on Boba Squadron.
This is the podcast you're looking for.
No, is my internet bad? I look so good on my screen and I have Wi-Fi off on my devices. I think it's better. Tell me it's better. Ube cam. What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching the Boba Squadron podcast live. Normally, we talk about collectibles, action figures, things like that. But with the new TV shows that come out that give us toys, we come on and recap some of those shows. And with shows that come out right at 9 o'clock Eastern, we get to really, react to it right away, right after. Of course, there's also Star Wars Collectors News. SDCC is around the corner. And there's exclusives coming up. So we're going to look at some of those, the ongoing HasLab. And I think there's some updates for a new show, an upcoming show. So joining me tonight, they are so ready now. Bought them some time. Please welcome on Scream. I said on Scream? They have to scream now when they come on. Yoko McCann and the Fallen Fett.
I will not scream.
That's Ernie singing Bee Gees. Staying alive. Yes, everyone, thank you for being here. Again, we're going to talk about episode 5 tonight. Spoilers ahead. We're gonna break down the episode later, but there's some toy stuff to catch up with. But first, Yoko.
Yes.
Ernie, what's new with y'all?
Should you want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was out and about this weekend for one.
Left the house.
Yeah, I left the island. I was at Washington State Summer Con and had a lot of fun.
You got Star Wars stuff and you met Star Wars people.
Star Wars stuff. You want to see it?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
I got James Arnold Taylor. He wrote Yoko Hello There.
Would you ever get something signed by Ewan McGregor? And if you did, would you buy this figure again, a different figure, or have this one signed?
A different one.
Okay.
But I don't know which one, but a different one.
Okay.
Right? This one's specifically Clone Wars. Right?
It's Clone Wars, but with his face. So that's
I know. I had trouble deciding on this one for him, but I went with it because of Clone Wars.
Yeah. Nice.
But so there's that one. And then okay, I also needed to buy more cases and I couldn't find any on the show floor, and everyone made fun of my little Daiso boxes, but you guys, these are perfect for TVC, let me tell you.
Such a dork. I gave you back the one that you
I know.
I
was like, I don't care if you give me the figures back, but I wanted my case back.
The figure that she gave me to go get signed
Yeah.
was less important to her than I figure it's a whole wall. It's a wall shelf, and there's one missing slot for that one case. And you're just like, Kev.
But you guys, this is my pro tip. Daiso, these cases are perfect for TVC figures, probably other stuff too. But because that way, when you get it signed, it's not going to touch. So it gets extra time to be safe. Anyway, that's my pro tip. I don't care if you make fun of me because my figures are pristine. But
they're bouncing around in there. They're flipping and flopping.
They're not though.
Are you sure?
Yeah. D. Bradley Baker. I had him sign Captain Rex.
Who's Toyako?
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice signature.
I read it as Toy Oko.
And then
that's the sound of another case unclicking.
Yes.
Hey, that's a good hack, Yoko. I like it.
Ooh.
I am 0 for 2 in my Sam Witwer interactions.
Why?
Not that they were bad interactions. They just didn't go perfectly either time. Like he was supposed to personalize it to me. I didn't realize till I had walked away.
Hmm.
So which is not a big deal, but like it's inconsistent with the rest of my figures, so that bothers me a little bit, because everything else is made out to me. But the first time I had a Ahsoka and Maul print, and I tried to have him sign it on Maul, or on Maul's saber, and he signed in the middle of Ahsoka, and I'm like, seriously.
Well, Yoko, we have this platform.
But
if he's watching, what would you like to tell Sam Witwer for next time?
Both times he was so busy talking to the person. He was like still talking to the person ahead of me when he got to me, that I don't feel like I had his full attention. That definitely happened the first time. I don't know if that happened this time. He was late. He was late and just frazzled, I think, this time.
Is it rude for you to stand off and wait then? Or are they rushing you? I've never been in an autograph line. So.
It was kind of, because he was an hour, like over an hour late that morning too. And so he had a long line waiting for him, and we had already all waited over an hour for the line to even start.
It's not your fault he got blasted the night before.
I know, but it's fine. It's fine. It's like, again, it wasn't a bad interaction. It was just not a perfect interaction,
I think because we do have this platform, and who knows, it might make its way there. I think you should look into the camera and tell him to come on the show and kind of just explain himself.
Yeah, Sam, I think you should come over here and
explain. Well, Mr.
yourself.
Witwer.
No.
Sam, that's very, very familiar. Yeah.
Well, he didn't personalize the figure to me, so he gets to be Sam.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Sorry, let's take that again.
But and Torensu asked if he had a firm handshake. He didn't shake hands. He did the fist bumps.
He's too cool to shake hands.
Yeah.
All right, one more time, Yoko, into the camera.
I even gave him a ring, Maybe that's what threw him off.
Were you awkwardly playing with the Kyber crystal and it didn't work out well, and you're like, forget this?
No, that's just my selfies.
Did you shake hands with anyone else?
That's
a sly smile. I don't like that.
That was weird. She's like, she's all after the show or during. No. That was exactly what that was.
Something's going on, man.
No.
Yeah.
But I did have a perfect interaction with Ashley Eckstein.
Do you rate your interactions?
I just said perfect or not perfect.
But do you rate yourself or the other person? Or
I always rate myself.
Okay, there's no grade or anything.
No.
Okay, that's fair. It sounds like you had a lot of fun. That's a really cool lineup there at the Washington State Summer Con.
Yes. And we'll see.
You've gotten her before a couple times, right?
This is the second time I've met her. The first time I got her autograph. It's only the second time I've interacted with her. Yeah. But the first time I got an autograph.
Well, I like how you kept them Clone Wars and like all together. Like that's going to look pretty sweet. That's what I was going to say. So like the last thing she signed for you, do you feel this is a better way to display it, or it doesn't matter?
Oh, yeah, no, I think I'm going to stick to getting, especially because some of them, their autographs are getting pretty spendy. Like I wanted to have them all sign a print too, but I was like, that would be a lot of money to spend at one show with 4 people, Yeah. So I'm like, I'll save the print or something else for another time. But I think right now I want to stick with TVC because I think that will look cool all together eventually. Yeah. So like the voice actor for actress for Ventress was there, and Omega Michelle, she was there, but I decided to pass because I want to stick to TVC. Which is kind of a bummer. But
does she do a lot of cons though? Michelle.
Well, she's probably just starting to do cons, I would guess.
Now that the show's done.
Yeah, new to the con circuit.
Because I would have gone. Yeah. I feel like she's rarer, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Good job.
She was very nice. I did talk to her
though. Ernie,
what's up?
What have you been up to?
Nothing. Chilling. Work. No Star Wars. No Disney this week. It's been hot. Super hot.
Oh.
What?
Was that me or was that you?
What are you referring to?
Oh, he disappeared on me for a minute.
What?
I feel like that's happened before though, and it was just Charlie got to you, Ernie.
Oh, for real?
I think it might have been on my end though, so never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, like watch what you say. Yeah, no, I'm cool. work, heat. Happy to be here.
I'm cool.
First stream
I'm
street
not the
of the
cops,
week.
Ernie.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Hey man,
Well,
we're cool.
Yoko has me all freaked out now. So
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Very nice.
yeah.
All right. I haven't done anything either. Cleaning toys out, selling toys, getting stuff ready. We are waiting to hear back from Paulie. Haven't heard from him all day, so he might be working, but we'll see. But first, we can say, well, I had a stream with Paul Saturday night, which was an unusual time for him, but he had his podcast crew on, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to come hang out?" So we chatted for like 2-ish hours over there. It kind of got a little slightly unhinged. There were some hinges, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I think he's gonna try to do more Saturday shows maybe versus the unboxing. We'll see. I think schedule wise it works better for him. So make sure turn on the notifications for this channel, Paul's channel, Ernie's channel, and don't miss any of our content. But what's up, everyone who's here?
Yoko's channel.
Yoko's channel.
What?
Yes,
What about my channel?
you stream on your channel too.
Oh, sometimes.
Yes. All linked in the YouTube video description. But again, that goes out to everyone who is here watching tonight live or on the replay. Go check out all the Boba Squadron YouTube channels. But hey, what's up to people in the chat? What?
What
So
are you
check
doing?
me out.
Oh, okay.
No. Why is everything so weird tonight? I don't know.
I don't know. You're miming things.
You confuse both of us though. So
Yeah.
He said, "Go check out all of us on our channel." And he was about to get in the chat, and I said, "Yeah, check me out." That was it.
All right, very good. I'm just gonna ignore this side of my screen from now. Yep, ignoring. We have Torrensu is here. What's going on, Torrensu? Thank you for being a channel member. Says DK needs to start working out. Sure does. Another channel member, Winger Lose. What's going on? Says that was bonkers. Channel member Bad Wolf Media. What's good? Says I've got discussion points. I like it. But I'll withhold comments until we get to the spoiler portion of the show. That's fine. Perfect. Thank you for being here. I'd love to hear your points. Matt Logic is here. What's going on, man? It's good to see you again. Richard Reyes, what's up? Says hello, all. What an episode! What an episode! What an episode! There's a question mark in there. It's an interrobang. But yes, thank you for tuning in. It was what an episode. Tommy K, what's up, Tommy? John Takes is here. Greetings, gentle beings. Hello yourself also. Winger Lose, D-Cirtle, what's up? Stream Elements. You know, DK's been streaming with me for almost a year, and he didn't know Stream Elements was a bot this whole time.
What?
Did you
It
know that?
is?
Ernie?
Stream Elements is the homie. What are you talking about? Out there constantly supporting and shouting everybody out. Don't do that.
It
Don't
doesn't
put
do
them down
that.
like that.
It doesn't do that. Angela Lee, thank you for being a channel member. We're doing pretty good. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. RMD Collective is here. Says hello there. Shout out to Boba20. What's up, Boba20?
Yeah.
Prophet 924. Thank you for tuning in. Angela Lee, hope all is well. Same to you. Hashtag UbeCam. Is that going to be a new thing? Only for a certain demographic. Reginald L. Posier is back. Says, did I hear Daiso? Thank you,
Sure did.
Reginald, for some of your props that you hooked me up with. Again, did he have a firm handshake? Very good. When I met Yoko, I maintained a reasonable distance and didn't offer a handshake. I'm
job.
no fool.
I was gonna guess that was Legendary Poser.
Yep.
Before you pulled the comment up.
Oh, Paul might have a baseball game tonight. Okay. 17.2 Nate. Thank you for tuning in. What's up, Micro Galaxy Squadron? Thank you for tuning in. Says, guys, I'm ready for some episodes longer than a poop break. Yeah, they're getting a little short, but we will be looking at some of the stuff on your page, Micro Galaxy Squadron, for some toy news. And that's pretty much. Oh, we have a Richard Champion, says Hadouken. Tenku, what's up? Says catching the live finally. Diggs Figs. Diggs Figs, good to see you. All right. San Diego is we're gonna be in San Diego Comic-Con in a month's time.
Yeah.
And damn, that's crazy. Crazy soon. Star Wars exclusives. We haven't seen anything from Hasbro in regards to Black Series, Vintage Collection, things like that. But I am super interested in this. This is a Mattel 2024 Hot Wheels Starship Select exclusive. The Naboo Royal Starship from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. This is from the Figure Brian Instagram page. Oh, I thought I liked it. It's a die-cast ship. Instead of all like silver chrome, it's like a darkish metallic. Wait, is it, or is it just the angle of this?
The night version? No, it looks like it's when it flies at night.
In the box, it looks silver still, right? Either way. Oh no, it's silver. There you go. One more photo. Yeah. Hot Wheels. $30 is kind of crazy, but you know, when in San Diego, do as the nerds do. So I think I'm gonna pick this up. Ernie, are you gonna come by? You're coming by the con, right?
Yes, I'm trying to. Yes.
Nice. You're gonna pick this one up?
No, this is a pass. This is a pass. No.
Oh,
I don't need a $30 Naboo ship. I don't have any of the other ones.
I don't have any of the other ones. I'm there.
It's a cool box, and that's what you're
there.
doing. You're doing reckless spending.
Reckless spending.
Yes.
Yeah. That $30 could be drinks at night for the Boba Squadron. Like, you know what? Drinks are on me. Like that. And then
I did that
now
last
you're not
year,
going
but you left.
Yeah.
because no, I got my drink.
I had
then I
your
left.
drink. No.
Yeah.
No, I think apparently I bought a bunch, like 1 or 2 rounds at Coin Op.
Oh. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
looking for parking.
Yeah, he threw me out of the car.
I made sure Yoko was there though.
What did he say when he kicked you out, Yoko?
Get out! I can't stop. Yeah,
Send
True.
for help.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have to
I just
maintain a
said that
speed
too.
of. Tenku says, "Is that how much the Hot Wheels Razor Crest SDCC exclusive went for? Is that the one last year? It might be. I think. And I was so stupid. I wasn't into Hot Wheels yet last year, so I didn't pick it up.
Ago.
Yeah. $30 Micro Galaxy Squadron says $30 can get you the Micro Galaxy Squadron Sith Infiltrator. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, while we're on
But
the,
it's not die-cast.
that's right.
Ooh.
And it doesn't have
Shots
a fancy,
fired.
fancy
I'm not
box.
firing shots. I'm
Yeah.
just.
Yoko, you don't do Hot Wheels, right?
I mean, I bought the Hot Wheels Ghost, but I have it right here. In fact,
Is that diecast?
this one.
Now fly it
Yes.
around. Just don't show it. Make noises.
I don't make chip noises.
You can just make a chopper noise. Bark, bark, bark.
But no, I would pass on that one. But I wouldn't say I'm an automatic pass on Hot Wheels, but I'm a most likely pass.
Chamba with an amazing financial advice says $30 can
Yes.
get you a lot at Ross. Dude,
Yeah.
are you going to hit up Ross or Ollie's when you're stateside? You're here
take
for a
'em.
while.
No, because
Right?
Trumpa believes in quality over quantity. I wanted to have this conversation with you, Ernie.
It's
Quality
It's
over
gonna-
quantity. That was our mission. That was our new mission.
gonna be a hard
Chamba
listen.
is not only is that sound financial advice, but Chamba is somebody who I look to when it's just like, is this figure really good enough? Does it pose well enough? He's very selective.
Right. That's why I don't text him when I'm at Ross. Have you seen the Gorilla Grodd that I have? Amazing.
You collect that?
When
I'm going
it's
to when it's
$8
$8. Yeah.
Ernie's collecting. He's like, this is the $5 collection. So this is the most
He's
random
huge.
assortment.
$8.
I have been to Ross before. Oh, okay, then yeah. Unless you're looking for Star Wars army builders, I don't know. But hey, while Micro Galaxy Squadron is here, if you are a Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron collector, first of all, you should be following Micro Galaxy Squadron on Instagram and the Facebook group, also run by one and the same Cole. And there are sightings for the new wave in stores right now. Store find, thanks to Ray's Ranger. We have confirmation of Series 6 Starfighters beginning to hit Target shelves on the East Coast. So you have the Fang Fighter. Who's the Fang Fighter? There's an Armada edition, which is like a re-release of Bo-Katan's Gauntlet, which is one of the coolest ships. I love that thing, the one that I have. And also the Phantom Shuttle with Ezra and Chop.
I need that.
Yeah.
And the shuttle goes on the big ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figure if I'm out, I need to grab them for you guys. Like, that's an automatic.
Yeah, if you see it,
right,
grab it. No questions asked.
Right. Gonna need 4. I wonder how many to a case this comes.
But is that one that one's on a chase? Is it?
No, I don't see the sticker for it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So yes, if you are, looking for sightings or case assortments and all that stuff, you can get that information from Micro Galaxy Squadron. It's an awesome account, very in depth and capturing all the information out there. So if you want to know what case assortment is, I think eventually that information comes out, and Cole usually posts it. So go check it out. It says several sightings in California now.
That's me.
So there you go. You are several sightings. John Tagus says the Fang Fighter was in Rebels and Clone Wars, I believe.
John Tagus is wrong. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to say that.
I mean, it has a Mandalorian in it. Is that what the other Mandalorians flew?
I believe so. I couldn't remember either.
Cole says the rare is Hera's X-Wing. The chase is a vintage Kenner X-Wing.
Dang, that's a good. Both of those are good ones.
Yeah,
that's
gotta grab both of those. That's so cool. That sucks.
That does, because both of those are good.
Make up your mind, man.
I want to see a photo of that vintage Kenner one. That's awesome.
Let's see if Cole has it.
like
There's
it.
a series for Scout class collection that is going to be a vault item coming up on 6/26 from Jazzwares also for this line. I kind of like that Grievous wheelie, the giant cog that he drives around in.
That's a ghost is so pretty.
I wish it came with. Man. I know that's why you have to find. Oh my god, the Phantom. That's great.
And we looked at this last week, right?
The ghost too, though.
Yeah, I can't believe how big it is.
And that shuttle would go right here.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. So go, if you're into this line, at Micro Galaxy Squadron on IG, and there's a Facebook group also. Is this? Stop sharing. Last but not least, let's see if the numbers have gone up yet. The Star Wars HasLab Vintage Collection Mos Eisley Cantina is a crowd-funded legacy. I almost said legacy. DK's really been tripping me up. Legacy scale, 3.75, 1/18th, whatever you want to call it, scale of the Mos Eisley Cantina with a base price of $3.99 US, or you can get the deluxe for $4.99 US. The base comes with this awesome playset diorama, depending how old you are or what you use it for. If you're a child, it's a playset. If you're grown up, it's a diorama. And it comes with Wooher, the bartender, who is a droidophobe, and the Tonka sisters. And was it last week? It was at.
Yeah, numbers have dropped actually.
No, last week was 5,600, I think, or maybe 53.
Why are you trying to stir the pot, Ernie?
For those clicks like this. Boba Squadron says it's gonna fail.
Oh boy. There's 13 days left, just under 2 weeks. Again, you don't get charged for this until the project is funded, which is at the target of 8,000. And the more backers they get, the more unlocks they will unlockables. And hopefully when people see that, it gets more people on board to try and back it. So if you're interested, might as well put up the numbers now, back it, and you don't get charged till later. It comes with a whole bunch of accessories, cups for drinking, of course, the 3 figures that I mentioned at 11,000 backers, you unlock a Greedo. Who was it that was talking about this? Maybe it was on Paul's stream. Like, what if there was a Greedo with the hand? Oh no, with like a hole in him after he's been shot. That would have been cool. 14,000 is Nabran Leads, and 17,000 Wolfman. And let's see, someone said, Cole says, I'm pretty concerned about the tier unlocks. What do you, Ernie, what do you think? If they don't hit these unlocks, is there going to be an uproar? Like, are these characters are they that important, like instrumental to this whole thing? Greedo, yes, I think.
Well, they are for your vintage collection now, but of course there's all past figures of these characters, but they're just not vintage collection of now. I mean, the main focus right now should be to obtain the goal first, which I hope happens. Everybody should worry about those tiers later. Like, I would have hoped that it already hit for people already, and unfortunately we're still 13 days away and it's not there yet. We understand the timing right before Comic-Con and everything like that. That is very difficult. People selling lots of stuff right now to prepare for Comic-Con, but at the same time you have your diehards. Maybe they're just gonna do it, as the time closes. I don't know, but like I said, I really wish that it would have hit by now. Then we would be here seriously talking about these stretch goals. Like, are we gonna get to that third one? But it hasn't even met the first criteria yet. So
Right.
I hope, for everybody's sake of collectors across the galaxy, that it happens.
Yeah, it's always tough to see, there's so many other HasLabs that fund within a day or two. And while it's happened quite a few times. I understand that can be a pretty rare thing. Like, you really have to get the right item and the right offering. And there's been like maybe like three or four HasLabs that funded within, a day or two, or maybe within a week. But it feels like it's sad to see this one hasn't even crossed the 8,000 line yet. And, maybe there's more people into Black Series, or they don't have the space for this, or it's like you said, the timing with Comic-Con around the corner. That's a decent amount of dough, because 2 weeks after this is Comic-Con, 2 weeks after this closes. So this is a lot of stuff, a lot of money too.
Yeah, the timing is. It was supposed to be a May the 4th thing, right? And it got delayed.
Right.
So it would have been over by now.
Give people a little bit more time to recoup for the summer or convention season.
That's too bad. I will say, like, I mean, I'm not interested in this, but I've heard several people say they're waiting, right? That they're going to wait till the end. And I don't understand that, when you don't get charged right away.
Correct.
Like, if you're on the fence on it, like, you can only help it actually be a success by getting in early on it. Wow, I struggled with those words, but I got it out. Wow,
do you want to try it again? Look in the camera and go, Sam Witwer.
No.
Next time I see. No, not this time. All right.
No, I'm good.
In the word. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you want it? Here.
Yeah, in the great words of Playing With Myself, don't be a butthole. Anytime there's a campaign, go for it. You're not being charged with it. You could see those numbers skyrocket. Like, finally, when it hits the date closer to it, that's when your money's going to be taken out, is when the final countdown reaches the goal, right? So right now, like, if you were just thinking about it, or, hey, let's see, yeah, I am interested, like, you could see those numbers right now, and you could have known, like, oh, we're on our way to the second goal. This is going to be cool. We're there. But instead, when everybody says, oh, I'm waiting and waiting, if everybody's doing that, like, you're 70% of it, you're not going to see the numbers hit to where you could have actually had it funded. So it's a weird situation to say, I'm going to wait.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
But you didn't want the full screen.
It.
But I already said it.
Yeah.
I thought you were directing that to Sam Witwer at first too.
You
I can tell him something too. Okay. I was just making sure. Yeah.
Lars says, I mean, I don't really remember. Is that better than the Rancor's pace?
I think Rancor was slower.
It was slower, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I think this will hit with another 2,050 units to go. I think they'll hit in 2 weeks' time, like the minimum for sure.
Unless people start, like, this is why I'm saying that, like, 'cause I'm worried those people will start canceling if they think they're not going to get all the tiers, right?
Mhm.
So
Right. Yeah.
if you want any chance of this getting made and hitting those tiers, you better put your money down now. Coming from someone
Say
who
it.
doesn't even care about it.
That only goes to show how unbiased you are,
Mhm.
impartial.
Yes.
We,
I want my friends to be happy, you know? You guys want this? I want you to be happy. I want
Right.
you to get it.
Well, it's like when the Ghost came out, you guys funded right away.
Yeah.
So,
Within the first 5 minutes.
because you wanted it. Right. That's what I'm saying. So I don't understand the logic of I'm going to wait and see because those numbers don't work.
also, Ken Plume on Instagram took the video, of all the turnarounds of the diorama, sped it up, and added the Cantina music because it was just a better video. But I'm like, yeah, that would have been more money that they had to spend to play the official music. So it's like, yeah, I got it.
That's
So
fair,
it's
though.
like this sped up with the Cantina music. It's so
Yeah.
good. Micro Galaxy Squadron says, I think I might cancel if it doesn't hit Nabrun. The value is barely there at 6 figures. If it looks like we won't hit at least the second tier, I'm probably out. All right, so the tier unlock figures are factoring into the price for Cole. I can see that. D Turtle says, if I remember correctly, the RC is RC short for Rancor?
Not
Razor Crest?
Maybe Razor
Okay,
Crest.
maybe.
Yeah.
I hope he's not counting Rancor 2 syllables as 2 words. Razor Crest and the Ghost had their numbers skyrocket near the
Yeah.
end. They met their goal fast, but the tiers didn't go fast until the end. This is definitely better than
The
Skulls.
Ghost didn't get all the tiers,
Who did they miss?
right? Because that's why we had to buy Sabine and Chopper.
Oh
separate,
yeah, maybe.
I think.
No, Sabine and Chopper were the ones not.
Or they were
in-
never part of it? Did we get
No.
them?
There was, I believe it hit all the goals, but there was a crew left out. People from the crew left out.
It was
They
Ezra,
said, "Don't
Kanan,
worry,
and
the announcement is coming."
Oh, it did hit all the tiers?
Yeah.
Kanan, Ezra, and Zeb.
Well, why
And
did I
then-
think we didn't?
I don't
We
know.
ownership.
So you have it. You gotta pre-order those figures to have your
Yeah.
crew,
I
right?
think I pre-ordered.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's why I
Thunderhouse.
ordered a case, and then I'm just gonna sell them triple on eBay. So.
You're gonna be outside of Ollie's. Like, you guys want to buy these? No, I'm kidding. I think those will go well. Waiting is a smooth brain move. No reason not to, as it can only help with
Yeah.
momentum. Absolutely. 17.28. I backed the deluxe version on day 1. I think it will fun, but I don't think it'll hit all the stretch goals. It'll probably do 3,000 or 4,000 on the last 3 days.
I hope so.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I've been bombing the full screen on people tonight. Win or lose.
He uses it as a weapon.
There you go. Oh, Basil is back. Basil G.
Yeah.
It's gonna get confusing later on when we talk
I know.
about the character of same name in
Lift
show.
us out. No.
In show. What did you say?
I said he sniffed us out.
Oh, because
That was
he's
good. That was
in
good.
the show. I said, what did I say last week? A weasel?
Yeah.
And also for some Star Wars fans, for those interested, sponsor and friend of the show, Heroes and Villains, has a new collection out. If you're into Rey, the character Rey, there's some new dresses, bags. There's some
Hey, it's
t-shirts.
AJ.
It's
Your friend.
Not right now.
Oh,
No.
sorry.
Literally in the middle of yeah, but Heroes and Villains on Instagram. You can check out their stuff at heroesvillains.com. And Yoko, what can people do to save some dough on their order with all the HasLabs and everything that everyone's backing?
Sure. You know what's big? 20% off.
Wait,
Oh, sorry.
wrong. Wait.
Okay.
You know what's big? And then I like full screen Ernie.
Whoa! Wow!
Yoko, come
Because
on.
you were full screen. You
I'll
know
see
it's
myself
saying
for the
20% off, which is what you can get using promo code BOBA20 on your heroesvillains.com order. Yeah.
And it works
Including
on
the brand new Ray collection. Sorry, we didn't rehearse.
and all the other fandoms and brands they have on their
Not just
site.
Star Wars, Marvel, Godzilla, Gojira, and more.
Very nice. Way to make it authentic. Gojira. Yeah, there's I've been planning out what to pack into my backpack for San
Can I-
Diego. There's so much great stuff. Here's us.
Oh, that's great.
I wish I
Ernie's-
wasn't so buff.
What was it? Why were you flexing for the photo? We can't see your arms
That's just the way you got to walk around Disney. You
through the
flex.
jacket.
All
Flexing
day.
your triceps.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Was showing them. Look at the heroes villains on my arm. Boom.
Unfortunately, they currently do not ship to Canada. Hopefully, they will in the future. But all U.S. orders, use code BOBA20 and save 20% off of your entire order. He's more of a
when you-
humanoid capybara. Is that how it's pronounced?
He's not like a capybara at all. Capybaras
I
are
don't know what a capybara is.
capybaras are giant guinea pigs.
Oh. Yeah, he's not a guinea pig.
I have a blind
You
box. I haven't
seriously
opened.
have one? Oh my god.
Look
How
at this.
did
Take
you-
a shower.
did you
I hope I
set
get that,
that up?
one. No, it's one of
Is
the
he
blind box-
bathing?
This
Yeah.
one, yeah, he says take a shower.
You have you sure like bathing?
Yeah.
Well,
Street
I don't
Creatures,
know
right?
that it's a blind box. I don't know that I get the bathing one, but I hope so.
I think you saw the front image and
Yeah.
you're like, I need this.
I saw your video.
I have
you-
to. Oh,
do
you mean
have a strange asphyxiation with showering.
you mean this guy?
Yeah, look at
I don't
Oh,
know.
now you.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Wait, you want to see another weird one? Okay, wait. I have two other weird ones. So this is the one I got first because I was like, oh, this cute little muscly bird.
Is this all from the same con?
Yeah.
How much money did you drop on this buff bird?
I spent no money because it was all cash, so it was free money.
No, that's still money.
No, free money. I have no idea.
It's just
Look,
And where does one get this free money?
from selling toys at toy shows. Look at
Ah.
the one in the middle.
Oh, that one's me. That's me getting screenshots, baby. Are you gonna do a video for this?
No, I'll probably do it on my next stream.
Okay.
Wow.
I need to know if that's a toilet bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or should I save it for enablers?
Well,
see.
enabler. I don't know what day to do enabler. Should we do 14th or 11th?
Probably. Wait, 11, yeah, probably the 11th.
The 11. Just wait till December. Jesus.
Well, because of the 4th.
Kevin was anti-fourth, remember?
But I think he wants friends on his stream.
Anti fourth.
That's what we came up
DK and I might do a Canada Day stream on the
You should.
first.
Oh yeah, you should.
Make Alpha Flight great again. All right, I think that's all the toy stuff for this week. Anyone in the chat, if you saw anything you wanted to discuss, again, if we missed it, let us know. Carl is back here, says great to finally join in. Been MIA for a long while. I feel like you were in here last week, if not 2 weeks ago. But I'm just gaslighting you. It doesn't matter. Nate Shelton, what's going on? Does the capybara have a metal arm? Says John Takis.
No metal arms.
You do have a type,
No metal. I know, but no metal arms. But yes, he's flocked.
but just guns of steel.
It's flocked.
Um,
Get the flock out of here. That's crazy.
Speaking of the gun show, should we talk about the episode?
Yes.
Wow.
What a great.
Yeah, that was a. But I also wanted to say, Rock Love will be teasing Comic-Con on Thursday. So
Rock Love be teasing
Mm. All
They
over
will
the
be-
place.
all over San Diego. Is it? Do we know what it is, or you're
So
just
we're going to
saying
announce the theme. There's going to be a graphic that kind of shows what it is in the name of
Mhm.
what the booth theme that will be revealed on Thursday, and details won't be for a couple more weeks.
Sounds like it should be something that that you should be promoted on here.
I think so.
Maybe if Ernie should wear it.
Yeah.
Does he have a
Heck yeah.
necklace? Those look a little short. It might be like a choker kyber crystal on him.
Wow. Again, that's
No, like they
striking
look
too.
short.
Oh, the one I'm wearing.
Yeah, those look short.
This
Yeah,
because
so he's
I made
gonna
this.
fit her up.
That's the nice thing about the leather cord ones because you can make it adjustable. So I do have it nice and short right now.
Oh,
But
adjustable.
yeah,
All
the
right.
leather cord ones are adjustable. Yeah.
I will rock a red kyber crystal if it were to fit around my neck.
Well, this one probably would have, but unfortunately, it's sold out.
Dang, I wish I knew somebody there.
Red,
That's cool.
The red kybers have been sold out for a while because our crystal guy doesn't make them in red anymore.
Dang, that
You
sucks.
guys have a crystal guy?
Yeah.
I've got a crystal guy.
Mr. Swarovski. Yeah.
Oh, Sir Swarovski of
Yeah.
the Swarovski family? The Swarovski fortune.
It,
All
re-
right.
it really
Dang,
is. Though.
You
Yeah.
guys are in deep. Wow.
Yeah.
So basically, stay tuned for a Rock Love San Diego Comic-Con teaser on Thursday.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Vintage collection, HasLab, 2 weeks, and there might be some more HasLab news coming out on this channel sometime soon.
Sweet. There was
Stay
some
tuned.
Disney news real quick.
Oh yes, absolutely. Which one were you thinking of, Ernie?
Daisy Ridley was at Disneyland. And then so she went and rode Rise, and there's a picture of her watching herself on the ride. That's great. And then she was talking to the character who plays her, who walks through Batu.
Who I think is one of the best Disneyland characters.
She
by the
is.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, she plays it so good, right? So
She waved at me.
Yeah. Yeah.
nice.
Not the
Nice.
hologram.
Yeah, the other one. So I thought that's really cool because I love to see when behind the scenes of actors and actresses, and she was really into it, super excited, the smile, really into conversation. I saw a video. I just love when they have the love behind it themselves and not just walking around, like, oh, what is this? She was fully into it, and that was awesome. Very, very cool pictures.
Yeah, I don't have any up at the moment, but I have seen the one circulating of her talking to the parks Ray. But also in other media news that I had alluded to but completely forgot. It was reported by, I don't know, Playlist News. I don't know how reliable this is, but I was excited, and that's something that I was hoping to see. Director Krennic will appear in Andor season 2. Because remember, you guys, they said the series is going to jump in time every few years.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think this is going to be like a de-aged, or it'll bring up to his regular age, I guess, near Rogue One? That'd be cool, right? To see him back in Star Wars.
I love his character.
To save Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, what is he?
He's gonna save Star Wars, you guys. Don't worry.
Wow. I just love the character. I would love to know more about him, to see him portray this more. So that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, really great character and actor. What's the actor's name, Yoko?
I don't know.
In my head it was Orson Welles because it says Orson Krennic. That can't be right.
No, it's not Orson Welles.
Ben Mendelsohn. Mendelssohn.
Oh, is that him?
Ben. Is the chat saying it before they?
No, I was waiting for them to, and I was going to act like I knew.
Yes.
Good job.
Sounded it out, baby. Thank you, Thunderhouse Design, for typing out what I said, even though it may or may not be true. Oh, Ben Mendelsohn.
A lot better.
Thank you, Ben. Hell yeah. Yeah, more Cassian.
I see it spelled like 4 different ways in the chat.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Everybody's spelling it the way that they say it.
Ben Mendelsohn. Is this?
Dick
Yeah, it's
fix? I
definitely.
was thinking the same thing.
No, it's not mend.
Mendel.
The thing is, even if this is the wrong source, at least we're not spending 45 minutes trying to break down the logo and be like,
Still
there's an unusual
I
amount of
think I was
dead
onto
space
something.
here.
I'm still pretty sure I was onto something.
I was thinking
Um,
the same thing as Dick's Figs, though. So when you said it, I was like, oh, great, here we go.
All right, we're all here. We just watched the 5th episode of Acolyte. This time, hey, prediction was correct. Last episode day.
We got one
Today?
right.
Yeah.
Late night.
Woo, broke the
Take
internet on
that.
that one.
Mando and Grogu source.com.
Not only that, but Yoko had said 5th episodes are always the greatest, and she broke
Yeah.
that down, and I immediately thought in my head, yep, she was right. I
Right?
think that a
I
lot.
think so.
but
Episode 5.
yeah.
Well, on the heels of a Rocky episode 3 we had last week, which kind of brought it back up a bit and ended on a major cliffhanger.
I'm so sorry.
What happened?
I don't know. He all of a sudden he said Rocky episode 3, and I went the Rocky movie. I was like, oh well, that was pretty good. Like, why are we talking Rocky? I swear to God, I don't know why. It was just the way you said it.
Ernie's like,
Said on
oh, we're
the
doing
heel-
trivia?
Yeah, he said on the heels of Rocky episode 3, and I was like, how is this getting into this? Okay, go for it, Kev. I'm interested.
You want to see, you want to hear, who does Rocky
Yeah.
fight in Rocky 3?
I can't remember. That was was it the Apollo one again? I don't know, but I'm here for it. Wow.
I don't know. On a Rocky 3rd episode.
Oh,
No, that still might confuse you.
It is good.
But you know, we had the cliffhanger of the mysterious Sith right at the end of the episode, and we're like, who is he? Everyone's speculating and trying to figure out. Most people think they have the right idea. We of course got it right first. You heard it first
Yeah.
here tonight on this
Yes.
show.
Mhm.
And at first they started off with Osha after he did the force push. When you go like peasants and you go like this,
Mhm.
when he
Civi-
flung her
civilian.
away. Yeah. Flung her away with a force. There's force push and there's force pull, and then there's force dismissal. It was just like, be gone.
Mhm.
And I was like, I hope they don't send her on some adventure by herself and we don't get the reveal this episode. But don't play. We start off with her. She wakes up after she's been thrown away, and she's just looking dead Jedi in the face. And then she witnesses them fighting in the distance. Chat again. This is open to the chat, and Yoko, Ernie. I'm going to ask you guys the fight scenes in this episode. What do you guys think?
Woo! Same. To add to your woo. Yeah.
What is this?
That was, dude. I'm texting Yoko, dude. We're 15 minutes into fighting. It was so good.
I was legit on the edge of my seat during that whole 15
Yep.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. It was so good. And you know what? Then 2 different fighting styles were shown.
Yeah.
That
Dude, he impaled one Jedi and then he force pulled and skewered them.
bro, do you
I'm
know how
like,
many you know what
That's
this was?
insane.
This was so good. This is how we imagined playing as kids. And then you used to talk about Star Wars because we didn't have social media or internet or anything. And you would make these points of, well, I don't know why they just don't force pull everybody, or I don't know why they don't break their saber, or I don't know. There was so much kid nostalgia here for us older fans. He sliced her and then force pulled the other dude into that one. And if you catch it, because I was able to watch it twice, he decapitated them after. Oh
Did
my
he?
God.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I think the
It's
first
not
one.
on screen. It's not on screen.
Oh
So when
yeah,
I
yeah,
watched
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
the
I
second
do
time,
remember thinking that. I do remember thinking they cut away
when
from
he
that.
pulled and it
Yeah.
goes up.
Yeah.
So you know what he did. Just
yeah.
this is what we
That's
used to
right.
imagine and think that's what I would do. Look, insane.
was
That was so
nasty.
good. So
Uh,
good.
It really was brutal
Yes.
like brutal fighting, right? Like I don't think we've seen fighting like that. Have we?
No.
I don't think so. Yeah.
No.
Like a
I'm telling you,
Sith.
different fighting styles.
Yeah.
Oh,
This fight scene was less theatrical. It wasn't like, it didn't seem for show. It wasn't like, you know, a duel of the fates or something like that. This was like a dude who was trying to be the most effective and just get through a bunch of
Like,
opponents.
yeah, they're legit fighting for their lives, right?
they were. It was straight
Yeah.
evil going after the good guys. The way that he was moving and fighting, I was just off my chair, screaming at Corinne and texting Yoko for notes as far as, does he have gauntlets on? Because he started breaking their stuff and I couldn't see it. He had.
Do you have your wife dictate? Like you
Yes.
dictate and she takes notes?
Yeah. Yeah. Is it?
Stenographer.
Is it? Yeah. Is it? Is it Mandalorian armor? Because that's what we know this whole time has been able to stop lightsabers. He was blocking with his helmet, and he did have gauntlets on. That's how he was breaking sabers and headbutting sabers to break them, and also
There's a
block.
lot of headbutting this episode.
It was. Oh, what else did I text you? Wu-Tang. What I meant by Wu-Tang fighting, like Enter the 36 Chambers, these old movies that were done, the style, when they showed that quick feet movement and they like zoom the camera to it, I was 12 years old again with a pot pie in front of me watching Channel 9 old kung fu movies of just like that, of Enter the 36 Chambers and everything. That was the fighting style, the way that he moved across and he shuffled his feet and then he hit and blocked. They fought without sabers. They had hand-to-hand combat, which was dope. It was, oh, dude, this was so good. So good.
Tenku says Cortosis was a metal in Legends that could temporarily render a cyber crystal inert for a few minutes. I think that's what the Sith's helmet was made of. There was a lot of like either lightsabers being cut in half or like shut down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like a little too much this episode. Like
it was him against everybody, so he knew what he was doing.
Yeah. There was one point, I don't know if you guys saw this. We were debating last week. Was it Plo Koon in the council?
Yeah.
And did I read the angry comment? No, I haven't, because it's from last week.
Oh, you haven't yet? Yeah.
This is my again, inspired by YHS. This is the sad Star Wars angry fan comment. So when they showed the Plo Koon same species from last episode, someone was like, "Oh no, it's confirmed this is a female Jedi of the same species," and someone wrote, "WTF is going on? Do they bring out now only female and or lesbian copies of the original Star Wars story?" It's like that's the next comment was like, "Are you stupid?" And it was just the best response. Like that's one of the dumbest. It's a different character. They're not swapping it or anything like that. There's other of that species. How do you think they, reproduce? I guess they're aliens. I assume that's how they do it. But like that reminded me, and I'm like, no, Lady Plo Koon took them all out. It was an insane fight.
Hey, speaking of taking out, was that your homie, the very first one, Kevin? Was that Felix Solis, the very first Jedi that we see dead on the floor? He is a Star Wars fan, and if you're a Star Wars fan, you get a cameo like that, I would take it. I thought it was him. That's what I wanted to ask you right away. That when she trips over the dead Jedi laying there, it looks like Felix.
I thought it was a white dude.
No, it's not.
I'm glad it's coming from Ernie. We'll have to scrub through that part.
Yeah, that's something you should be careful about saying out loud on the stream, Ernie.
That's something that you could have texted me when you said I wanted to text you.
Why?
It would have been the same as his text to you that just said Wu-Tang. It would have just been.
I was like, I don't understand. Notes for later. Notes for later.
I kept saying notes for later. Notes for later.
He just sends one word things, and then the plan is on stream go, what does this mean? And then he'll be like, I
do. I'm going through it. That's all it is. And then depending, I mean, if we're just gonna jump around here, Yoko did not see it. I'm like, oh my god, see? That looks like Felix.
I mean, Maybe, who knows?
It really does.
I don't think
It looks
I,
like
I don't think
Felix.
so. Also, were the sabers being cut in half and then they had to shake the battery
No.
and
It
then
was him hitting with his head bunt, hitting with the
and it
gauntlets,
just shut it
and
down.
then it was knocking it out. So the chat is on fire tonight, which I love you, is saying that there's something that was made canon that disrupts it. So I guess that's what he was wearing and had. It wasn't the Mandalorian armor, but it was definitely that's what he was doing, and then it come back. So it was like breaking it. So he wasn't cutting them in half. He was disturbing them and able to fight them without it. I mean, at that one point, then when Saul
Cortosis redirects the energy of a lightsaber back into itself, causing it to temporarily shut down upon contact.
Oh, it's
okay,
like holding in your burp.
it is dope. Yes, exactly. And then it goes through your nose. Right.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're lucky.
Yeah.
It Ray Alonso, what's up? Says I'm lucky to be alive after watching this episode.
Yeah. It was really good. The fighting style was that. So the thing that Yoko missed, and I hope the chat saw it and then has an explanation for this, was he had a symbol on his back, and it actually looked like Wolverine claws.
Yeah, no,
that's what I kept telling
I was distracted by his arm. Sorry.
Oh my god, he was so buff. Where did
yeah,
that
so the
come
first
from?
thing that like he because we were trying to see what his costume might have been underneath the cloak last episode, right? So this time we saw he was bare arm.
We wanted to know it was under the cloak.
Okay, Yoko, relax.
He was super buff, bro.
Not under the towel, Yoko. Okay. Just.
Oh my god! Wait, totally random.
That reminded you of something? Okay.
Yes, I saw
at
SummerCon. I saw someone. Okay, I swear you joked about this. Someone in a wheelchair had the tortilla blanket. Didn't we talk about this? We talked about this.
Me?
Tortilla blanket. Didn't we not? Am I having fever dreams?
I know
we talked about you as Xavier.
Oh,
with the tortilla blanket.
And
am I not making any sense?
You and Ernie talked about this, or the three of us?
Because it was you as Xavier.
With a tortilla? I don't know. With a tortilla blanket?
You guys really, really celebrating that episode, so maybe
I don't know, Yoko.
But I feel like this came up like in the last week. No? Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry.
No. Oh, if this is a dream and you thought it was real, save it for Wednesday. Oh my god.
It was a dream.
I'm trying to think of a punchline of a guy in a wheelchair with a tortilla blanket.
But I saw it and I was like, oh my god, I wish I could have I wanted to tell you. This came up. Maybe was it on the extra? Maybe it was on an extra.
You stream too much. All of your life is blurring together.
Yeah.
Shamba, save me.
Really?
All right, guys. I need someone to come up with a punchline by the end of the show about the guy in the wheelchair with the
tortilla blanket.
Yeah. All right. Back on topic.
Was it Padawan? No, maybe not. I don't know.
Everyone's just gonna be thinking of a pun now.
Rensu says it's an extra.
Wolverine. Ernie said Wolverine like this. I didn't.
Did you see it? It was on his back. Really?
No.
It was silver.
I saw there's something on his back, but I don't know what it was. But eventually, first I was like, "Where's Master Soul in all this?" But he ends up catching up with one of the twins because May is still hiding in the hut, and she ends up grabbing Kelnaka's lightsaber. Osha runs off, and Space DK. Oh, we don't know Space DK yet, but we all know because we watched the episode. Chases after her, and Soul steps in to save her. Yeah, and like it was weird. It was kind of like video game dialogue at first because he's like, "What are you? What is your name? Who is your master?" It was just like simple questions back and forth, and it's like, and then now we fight. But it was crazy. It was a really awesome fight.
It was
damn it,
Professor X handing Yoko bacon that is wrapped in a tortilla.
I think it combined like 3 different things because then right before that, Torensu, I do remember now we were talking about the corgi. There was a video of a corgi wrapping itself up in a tortilla blanket.
You confused me with a corgi?
But we were talking. I'm sure we were talking about you and your blanket as well. I think I combined like 3 different things. In my
You had
head.
bacon and tortilla, Kevin? Have you ever tried weenie and tortilla? That's really good.
Tried
No,
who?
that's
Sorry.
You had bacon and tortilla? Have you ever tried weenie and tortilla? It's really good.
Mm.
It's good. Yeah. Slap some mayo and ketchup on that mug. You won't regret it. I'm telling you.
I swear, you like how many? I think you stream the same number of hours in a week that someone works like a 40-hour week.
So,
For
maybe
work.
some weeks, but
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's funny, but also a cry for
Sad.
help. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
I'm so
so-
sorry.
In true Star Wars fashion, you don't just have one epic lightsaber fight at the same time. When May is trying to run away, X-23 man just came out of nowhere. She was a total badass.
Oh, there was one thing I did not like about that part. She was a badass. She's a great fighter.
Oh, there was one thing you enunciated
did it.
everything in
I'm
that
being a
sentence to the
I'm being
nerdiest
a
degree.
Star Wars fan.
There was one thing that I did not like about that fight.
I swear. So she went to arrest her. How did she know that Kalnaka was dead? She just barely busted into the place with her. She said,
Was
"You're being
she-
arrested," and she went through the people.
Which she? Who?
Jackie.
Jackie was arresting her. They started their fight. She kicks her through the door of Kalnaka's house. And then when she does, she said, "You're being arrested for Trinity, weird dude with the beard." And then she said Kalnaka.
Maybe she
Maybe-
How did she
smelled
know?
it,
Yeah,
maybe
they
she
could, or they
smelled-
could sense it. You know, they are connected to the Force.
or he never came out.
Okay.
We
Well,
don't know. Maybe she was. Maybe she. I don't know. Maybe she was already in there. I don't know.
No, because then it gets even weirder because then she says you took Kalneka's lightsaber. So
Well, yeah,
it's
'cause
like,
Well, she had it on her.
no, I know, but it was like, I don't know. It was just a weird scene. I felt like that was out of place a little bit, even though it was dope fighting. It was
I
really
disagree.
cool. It was just weird. Yeah.
Well, Chamba says they already assume May killed him, but it also once they see that other dude is there, they they could have thought it was the
Yeah.
Sith guy also. But hey,
Okay.
you know what? That's not the biggest thing. But like side by side, those were two incredible lightsaber fights, or just fights in general. I think I've seen that actress do some lightsaber training like through social media and stuff too. So like they're really in there, kicking
When
ass.
she did the double blades, that was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then his little, there's always has to be like a Sith surprise now, right? So when he pulled out his little saber dagger, that was crazy too.
Yeah. In that fight, obviously, Yord survived the initial fight. He gets cut in the leg, and I don't know. I guess is he using the Force after? He seemed to be running fine during the getaway, and then he came back to help. There was. Did you notice the fight? This not like a physical fight, but like the struggle between Yord and Osha to be like, we got to go back and help them, like even though we're not as powerful. And he's like, no, but he said take the civilian to the ship.
I must
I'm-
take this.
There's one thing that I noticed about this scene, that he was just trying to still buy the book. Like, come on, go help them.
Yeah.
I really thought they were both going to turn around. And then he was doing the stupid thing, waving the lightsaber when she's like, "There's the bugs are coming," and he's just like, "What? This?" Just waves it a little bit more, looks at all the trees that have the bark sucked off of it by those insects.
Yeah, his Jedi books didn't cover that.
Did you guys have this? I had this thought briefly.
Yeah.
I said, "Is this up there with some of the best lightsaber fights in Star Wars, live action?" And stuff that's up there is like, Duel of the Fates, Duel of the Hero. I didn't know that scene was called Duel of the Heroes, but
What scene?
Anakin and Obi-Wan on Mustafar.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard that. Huh.
And I was
Did you
like,
just make that up?
if I did, it sounds great, and I know what I'm
Yes, we're
talking
gonna
about.
roll with it. Yeah.
But is it up there?
Uh-oh. Is he frozen or is it me?
I think that's you, and I hope it's not me.
You.
Really? Dang.
I don't know why
What?
when I hear is he frozen, my initial reaction is to freeze even more.
I did too. I was like,
Like,
wait,
why?
yeah.
That's so weird. Why would it looks like it's what happened to me with Ernie earlier. It's like it looks like the camera goes out, but it's just one of you. That's weird.
Charlie's up to something.
All right, this
Yeah.
fight.
It was
These
I-
are the
it's up
lightsaber
there.
fights in general.
I think it's up there.
Yeah.
I was on the edge of my seat. I was yelling. I was texting. I mean,
Mhm.
the fighting styles was dope. And I'm sorry though, Kev. Even without the lightsabers, like Jackie's and hers fight, that was cool. The stranger and Soul's hand-to-hand combat, that was awesome. So just the whole fight scene in this whole episode was something different and well done. It really
Yeah.
was.
I thought she was
Yeah.
a total badass as a Padawan, and she held her own where Master in
Yeah. Indara.
Indara.
Yeah.
Got
I was
killed.
thinking that too during that fight where I was like, oh, she's really going for it.
But she
I'm
didn't
like,
have any civilians around to,
Yeah.
that's what was the downfall for Trinity, as Ernie refers.
That's
But
true. And I think and May was like in like at the peak of her game in that moment too, right? Like she knew what she had her plan, she knew what she was doing. She was on a mission
And she
where
was told, yeah, she wasn't supposed to use a weapon.
not when she was fighting. She had her weapons when she was fighting Indara.
Yeah.
She had her little
she did. She had her
But you know,
dagger.
I'm just saying May's off her game a little bit in that scene too, where she's stressed and traumatized from everything that's been going on and tired and
Yeah.
doesn't have a plan, right? She's just reacting to things. So it becomes a little bit more even, I think, evenly matched. But she was awesome, Jackie. And when she had that second lightsaber, then when her first one lit up again, that look she had on her face, like, oh yeah. Like that was a cool moment, I thought.
That was dope. Dude, speaking of looks, how did he see out that helmet? That was very solid, especially the way he was using it in headbutting. That was really weird.
Maybe
And, like,
he's so in tune
where
with
the eye?
Force, he doesn't need to
I don't
see.
know. Well, yeah, that's what I was totally
Like
thinking
Kanan.
that too. I was thinking that, but it was really really good. When she fought him, that was crazy. And then it's like he had to resort to cheating in order to beat her, right? When he
Yeah.
pulled out the tiny saber, the dagger saber from the back.
Dude.
I've never seen that before. That was cool.
Yeah.
There was one part during the fight with Jackie and the Sith where he kind of like knocks her in the face and she kind of goes back, and immediately I said out loud, I was like, no, because it reminded me when Darth Maul hit Qui-Gon in the head and he deked him out, and then that's how so I was like, no.
yeah.
But she fought a little
Yeah.
bit longer, and then ultimately also she picked up that you mentioned the second lightsaber. She handled it like
Yeah.
a complete pro. Like it didn't phase her at all. Like she
Mm-mm.
trained for that before.
Yeah.
And it was when he separated. Is there 2 kyber crystals in his blade in order for it to separate? And then
I would think so. It had to be, but it was just sword.
but
It was like a
dude,
dagger.
this
See?
Yeah.
and then he freaking Swiss cheesed her, man. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
so
that was
sad.
brutal. Yeah.
She's
Well,
super
so-
cool, man.
Yeah.
These sabers are a big gimmick because they match a lot to what you can build at Galaxy's Edge on Batuu when you go to build your own saber, and they have all that look. I mean, they really focused on showing them from Kalnaka saber to others that were just fighting and picking up. It was really cool because now you go there and you feel like I have a cool saber. It was a great marketing thing.
But they were fighting aggressively too. Like they were on the offense. Like when she went after him, right? Where usually the Jedi are fighting defensively. So I think that's
Yes.
what was different about these battles too, right?
Yeah. And Lee Jung-jae, his expressions this episode, I think he is doing some of the combat too, if not all of it. But his acting, stellar in this episode. Except for that line of questioning I mentioned. He's like, who are you? What are you? Who's your master?
Yeah.
That might
Oh,
just be the
that's
dialogue itself.
we had another question arise from this too. Is they know each other? He calls out Soul, says, "You don't
No,
remember me?"
I think it's
right.
from the apothecary.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Oh, really? And I felt like there was a past.
I just like to say apothecary, but that was like episode 1 or 2, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they were in
I
the store
thought,
together.
I that's what I'm not sure, but I think that could be what they meant because otherwise
Okay.
they'd recognize. But the other thing that made me wonder though was when Soul's talking about Jackie to him, and he's like, she was just a child, and then he says, but you brought her
Yeah.
here, right?
Mhm.
It's like Batman going, "No, Robin's just a kid. You're
Yeah.
training
right.
You're training a toddler to fight crime. You
And
brought
then
him out here
It's just
on
the
a
call
mandate."
out again, right? That the Jedi are kidnapping children and training them to fight.
Yeah.
And where am I going with this? I think that's what made me think, like, was he a kidnapped child at one point too? You know? Like,
See? Yeah.
so I wonder, but you would think they would recognize him. I don't know.
I don't think we went on the episode long enough to say yes or no. They were fighting. He got knocked out. He got stun gunned
But they've seen his
by
face,
May.
you know?
Mhm.
But they're fighting and everything. So like they didn't get to finish because then he was carried off by the birds. And Mothra and everybody took him. That was crazy. So I feel like it's open-ended. But I get what you guys are saying. Prophet, I did text that as well to Yoko of so his helmet is like Mysterio. And so Soul can read minds, but with the helmet he can't because
I
it
didn't know what
blocks.
you meant by that either.
I know you didn't. So there you go.
Sorry, what was your clue?
He tells
Your
him,
word?
he said, you my helmet, so you wouldn't read my mind.
Yeah. You said Mysterio. Did you mean Magneto, or does Mysterio?
Dang it, Magneto. Yeah.
Yeah, therein
I was
lies.
rereading
the
my
problem.
text that changed Magneto to Mysterio. Gosh,
Oh, you have
dang it.
Mysterio in your phone
Yes.
autocorrect?
And that's why I said it. Yeah.
That's why I was confused.
Right.
It turns
I don't think
Magneto into Mysterio.
we've never
Son of a
seen in Star Wars that a helmet can block
correct your thoughts.
mind reading, right? But it was this is the thing with the Force. It's like sometimes you can feel the aura of a person, and sometimes you can't. And it's I understand it doesn't help the plot or the story sometimes, but it's like you could have, I don't know, maybe written around that, because you would have felt that kind of presence, right? Or that something familiar. And I think that relates to something near the end of the episode too, when they do the whole, swap. It's like, can't you feel the difference between the people around you?
I wondered that also. Yeah.
You're talking about the feeling and everything, and he was hidden so much from everybody. Remember, even Aster, he's like, you didn't have a clue that it was me. I laughed at that. That was pretty funny.
Like, not even a little bit. Even the audience did.
Yeah, that's all that was missing.
And then he
there.
breaks the fourth wall and points.
Yeah, and he looks and he's on. Yeah. So with that, nobody picked it up, nobody knew. But I think fighting so many people, I felt like he lost it, because then as they were all fighting in combat, they knew when he was approaching now. Like they all felt it, right? From Jackie to Soul to everybody. So I wonder if he wasn't focused as well. It was so good.
Well, I think when he's in Sith mode, right? They can feel the darkness. But when he's in human mode, he can mask it.
Fair.
Yeah.
Like other Sith. I mean, that's the main part of the prequels, was like the arrogance of the Jedi. They don't even know that, the Sith have been gathering power right under their noses the whole time. So that's fair.
My only thing about him not noticing May and Osha, the switch at the end, could be with like everything else that was going on.
Doesn't she have a mark on her head?
That maybe he didn't sense it because of all the other life and death and everything else that was in the moment.
You know what? I totally get that, but then I felt that he did, but he was just taking her anyways if she was there. He was like, he was going along with it. I felt for a second like he turned his head.
Osha behind, so I don't think he knows. I don't think he realizes it. He wouldn't have just left
that's
Osha
a good point.
behind.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I'm just saying I don't know, but like that's the only explanation I could think of in the moment. Right.
Yeah, that's a good one. You're right. Because if he did know that it was her, why are you leaving Osha?
Yeah.
Okay. That's true. That's a good point. Yeah.
I'm
Because
so
I did.
lost.
I when they traded places and she goes to Saul and then Saul is like, okay, let's go. He kind of did hesitate a little there. Like that's where I felt that he knew. But then Basil, hi Basil, see we're speaking to you. Totally knows. You know,
Yeah.
he's got his sniffer sniffing. He was like, oh, that's not you.
Yeah.
Can Soul understand Basil, or was it only your favorite character?
That's what we got to find out next.
Yeah.
In the next episode. I was thinking
Yeah,
that
he
too.
knows.
Chamba thinks he knows.
He knew it was May.
He knew that they swapped. Interesting.
Is Basil
all
just
right.
going to stand there just screaming? Ah! And nobody knows what's going on.
There was also some cool stuff, like Space DK was kind of using a lightsaber like a gun in like a hostage situation, you know, where they usually hold it up to the person's head. He was just holding the tip of the lightsaber to people's heads, right? Like
Scary.
that was pretty cool.
Scary.
Which brings us to the hero of the episode. Selfless, though unliked by some, but overall gave his life during the fight. Let's talk about Yord. Busted leg, you know, maybe a bit of a teacher's pet. He followed the rules. But like Kymir said, you know, there's no point following the rules. Nobody, you know, if you just don't ever follow rules, then you don't have to be wrapped up by them. He comes back. I don't know why he had to pick up the helmet to fight. Maybe to use the energies of.
Yeah, he knocked out his saber.
Oh, that's right, he did, and
same thing.
And bought some time, maybe, and ultimately died. But still, noble actions. Yoko, Yord gets his neck snapped. You get medium screen, please.
Look, just because I don't like the guy doesn't mean I was rooting for him to be murdered like that. You know, like now what am I going to do the next 3 episodes without him?
You're going to be like, oh yeah. I'm just kidding.
No, I did not.
You sent balloon emojis to Ernie when it happened?
No, I am not. I am not celebrating his death. I am not.
Did you celebrate?
Just kidding.
Huh. You can dislike someone and not wish death upon them. Let that be a lesson to you all.
You know, I'm gonna have to check some of our chats and people in the chat can you fact check Yoko? Has she wished harm upon Yord? Maybe something like, oh, I wish he was dead and anything.
I don't think I have ever wished anyone was dead. That's
out of character.
Yeah.
You hesitated.
No, like wishing death on someone, I don't take that so lightly.
That's a fictional character.
That's bad juju. I don't care. That's
it's your ringtone. 50 Cent. Many men. I've heard it. Wish death upon me. Yeah. No, Yoko
does she know that reference?
No, but she's gonna bump it tomorrow all day in the house.
It all happened so quick, I can't even pinpoint the moment that it happened. But has anyone had their neck snapped?
Nope. There's not been a death like that in Star Wars. That was insane. Again, the fighting style, bro. I screamed. He dude, he did it. Dude, he did it because it's so dope. I can't believe they did it and showed it. I couldn't believe they showed the 2 saber kill when he pulled him in. That already just sets you off.
Yeah.
And then he sits there and just immediately does the ninja neck snap. Oh my god. That was dope. I'm sorry for Yord, but dude, that was so good.
And then he tossed him. Tossed him like a.
You're right. Second watch. I said that too. He did his little, what did you call it? His
dismissal.
Yes.
Be gone.
Tossed him and then he even lands like all.
No, don't do the hand.
Dude, he did. Because he did. He was donezo and threw him like, bro, he was gone and done. And I can't believe you took that extra step. That was
crazy.
Yes.
Chat, if you're not cold-blooded like Yoko, put some prayer hands in the chat for Yord. R.I.P. Tommy says, hashtag Yord spinal cord.
Hey,
Oh my gosh. She
Are you
was
sitting by his
celebrating
character?
his life. So this guy killed like all those. I think there was 7 Jedi there. He pretty much killed all of them, right?
I think there were 8, right? Because there were 4 pairs.
4. Yes, correct.
Right,
So
I remember.
Soul-
I remember us saying that last time. Yeah.
Soul's the only one alive.
Yeah.
right. But then you add Kalnaka, so it's also 8 on that planet. I guess you could say.
Or was it 9 then?
Oh yeah, you're
Because
right.
there was 8 of them lined up against
Yeah,
him.
4
at the end of the
masters and
game.
4 Padawans.
Yeah.
Without Soul, it was 8.
With
without
Soul, it was
Kamaka. Yeah,
Without
without Kamaka.
Kalnaka's
Kamaka was
9
9.
Jedi's
Right.
there. Right.
Late Night Alum, what's going on? Says this was like a Game of Thrones themed episode. Yeah, this was the Acolyte's Red Wedding, man. This was insane.
He said
Yoko,
he
you called
had
it episode 5, right?
Mhm.
Some crazy business going down. But that's not to say this was a perfect episode. Definitely the choreography, the fight scenes were stunning.
Mhm.
And it moved the story along a little bit. But Osha comes up with the plan. She drops the flashlight onto his back, onto Darth DK's
The
back.
flashlight. Put some more respect on Pip.
Pip's head. It was a Loom Cube, not sponsored, but puts it on his back, and then in a very like cartoonish style, they carried him off. And at first, I was like, he didn't die like this, did he? It seemed like a really, I don't know, cartoonish ending where like
Tom and Jerry.
yeah, the the villain gets thwarted, and then they're like, no, it gets carried off. But he survived.
When the trees fell, that was a little cartoony too, right?
Oh, you didn't
when he
like
did
that?
the saber throw?
I thought. I
That's
mean, it
cool,
was.
man.
I don't know. I didn't say I didn't
Oh, I
like
did
it. I
too.
just said it was. I said it was a little cartoony.
Yeah, I know. No,
Yeah.
I thought it was super cool. That was the
Yeah.
moment where I looked and I just went, "Oh, badass!" That was
And I
because
remember thinking, like,
threw it.
I was like, "Are they gonna fall? Are they gonna fall? Are they gonna fall?"
Yeah.
Okay, then they fell.
Man Beast Boy brings up a good point. Let me know what you think. Yoko first. But Man Beast Boy says neck snap by the Force would have been sick too. What do you
Yeah.
think is more gruesome? The Force, just like, or this one, the classic this way?
I mean,
me, it was
that's
just
getting
classic.
his hands dirty, or like using the Force on him is like beneath him.
Dude, it was crazy.
Like it's more I think it's more disrespectful to use your hands than the Force.
Mm-hmm. Ernie, what do you think?
The hand version was dope. That's what I say. I mean, I get the Force, but we've seen that before, right? We know you can choke. We know you can snap necks. This though, hand to hand and seeing it, he did it in front of everybody as a point. Better.
Dude, it's like he's
Better.
like, look at how easily I can kill you without even
Oh, yeah.
using my powers.
It's more personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't even flex those arms. He just
Yeah.
said, "Yeah." Dude, was
Yeah, we
ripped.
need to get on that. I did, because when the arms first showed out of the robes, Yoko, relax. But when they first showed the arms, I said to my wife, I'm like, is Manny Jacinto like he's skinny or is he ripped like that?
I think he
And
skips
then-
leg day though.
I guess he's just cut.
Dude,
Super
he's
cut.
ripped. I'm gonna have to do more
Um,
than just drink water. That was insane. That was crazy. He was buff. He really was.
Mhm.
From Kenobi when Vader snapped that little kid's neck. Which kid was this?
Yeah,
When he was
When he was
looking
walking-
for her.
yeah. And he
Oh,
walked-
that's right. And he was
Yeah.
like, "K-"
yeah.
I
think
also
this
love
was
how this
more.
meme is overtaking the internet right now. Hawktwa says, "Good night, guys. Thank you for using that YouTube name." Oh, here we go. Thank you. Pay your hands. R.I.P. One with the Force.
Only one.
I like this.
Regularly
one better.
says wrong hands. What the heck?
Hey, you can snap necks like that.
No,
Snapping
not
necks
like
and
that.
cashing checks.
All right.
Hey.
So, through this fight, Master Soul actually bests Space DK. Oh, also, the first thing I thought of when his helmet got knocked off was like, he does have helmet hair. Good job, Ernie.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah,
Um,
envious of that hair.
but yeah, he does best him, and he's about to end him, right?
Mhm.
Until Osha stops him.
That was crazy.
Which, like, why, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Mhm.
She's not
I
even
don't think
because she's not a Jedi. Oh,
She's
that
not
was
a Jedi.
spoken.
Yeah.
You're not a. What was it? It was the line. You're not a Jedi. Or what's the line?
You no Jedi.
You're no Jedi. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're no Jedi.
I think
was
she
spoken.
did it
So,
to save Soul. Like, it's like, hey, you're a Jedi. If you do this, maybe you can't come back from
oh,
this.
but that dude was a Sith.
I
Like,
think
he
for
even
me the
said
question
it.
is like their code is they don't kill someone unarmed, right? But do you call someone with force abilities unarmed?
Did you see his arms?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
armed.
But,
And not only
also,
that,
did you see his arms?
you have it on the screen. He snapped his neck with nothing.
Yeah, those are
Like-
lethal weapons, baby.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't believe that she stopped it. That was weird.
Nice blend, Bad Wolf. Trevor, what's up, man? 3 Jedi and 5 red shirts. Oh man.
It was. I can't believe that part. That was crazy. And
T Turtle said she hit him with the old kick me sign. Just slapped it on his back.
she did, and neck. So people in the chat were saying that was metal on his back, and that's where she attached Pip to. I thought
Yeah.
it was like a symbol. So I don't. Is it like
It just
Velcro?
seemed like
That's
she
what holds
stuck
his
it on
tape?
there. Maybe
Yeah.
it's the Loon Cube magnet.
Right. Yeah. He has magnets in his cape, and that's what keeps it there. Maybe he has a bad back. I don't know. That was crazy.
What's up? Joseph Ricci in the chat. Let me see what this question is. Oh, Kachamba says classic is more brutal. Absolutely. Who trained Kymir? Kymir said masters collect people.
That's
Yeah,
a
well,
great theory going on.
Kymir is not the master, so who is the?
Right.
Oh, he did say he wanted an acolyte, a
Correct.
Padawan learner of his own. So who
So,
again? We want to know more. He doesn't.
This is where a lot has gone around, and it makes a great point of him not being a master, but being an apprentice. So who is his master? Everybody thinks the show is going to end with that's a big reveal to tie everything in. Which now seeing it would be great. That would be awesome. And she does address him as master.
That there's a master.
Yeah, he's the Padawan of. So
He's
good night, John.
somebody else.
Acolyte.
Yeah, he's somebody's Padawan who is now, doing the mall thing. Everybody does it. Tyrannus did it. Like everybody goes and gets somebody else because you want to take over, right? So he's doing the same thing. And at the end of this, we're going to see the reveal of a character that we should know as Sith Master right now, and that really is going to tie it all together, which I'm all there for.
But also he's the acolyte.
Yeah, we still have to find out more and kind of what. I mean, do we need to know more about the deal he made with May, other than like he wanted her to be his apprentice, right? Or are the specifics important? Why? Was it just a test for her to kill all of those Jedi, or is there more? Because Kymir talks about the darkness inside. He's like, I know what I've embraced my darkness. I know who I am. It's like, Soul, you haven't embraced your darkness. And then she's like, what? She was like a little kid again. She's like, what did he mean by that? Why did he say that?
Yeah.
And he's like, I won't tell you. But so there's more. That still doesn't really give us what happened.
And then he was stuck
with the witches.
Oh.
Also, there was a second where she was chatting with Yord, and it's like, they overtake the Jedi's mind. My mother used to be able to. My mother did that. I've seen it once, and it was like a quick callback. And I'm like, are they going to use that again this episode? And
I saw someone, Jen Marie Anakin and his angel on Instagram, pointed out today in her stories that, and I didn't catch this, maybe you guys did, but she said that when May started the fire, her eyes went all black, like Torben's did when one of the witches controlled him.
Really?
Which blew my mind. I need to go back and watch that. I don't know.
So do I.
Yeah.
If only we had a streaming service where we could just access a specific scene and time at our fingertips.
I say it. That's what's hard about this Boba Squadron Tuesday shows that we've done now, is we immediately break it down as soon as it ends. We don't get a second rewatch. Well, I got to this time because it was so short, but we break it and we go into it, and then we find out more, and we forget to revisit some of those points. So that's great because I haven't gone back to any of the other episodes.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Right, to see that. But then it's also placed so great because this episode was so good. I couldn't wait to jump on here and be like, oh my God, this was insane, crazy. While Kevin's looking for that, there was a point when the sisters were talking at the end. I really thought it was a missed point of where they could have said what witches, when she said, don't you remember who we are? We're the witches. And, she the witches of Dathomir and like that. We're the witches of Snake Mountain, whatever it is. That would have been a nice call out to say their title, like who they are. Mm-hmm. Because obviously that was a point made of, she called it back, and then there was chanting in her background when she cut her hair with the saber, which, wow, what a way to cut your hair, huh?
Her eyes look fine here.
There was another. Is there another moment? Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, does it go on after this when she literally starts it? Maybe. No, you couldn't find nothing
right before she drops it.
She had a screenshot. Let me see.
Okay, you find the screenshot, please, because that would be cool. But yeah, we still don't know.
Can I forward you the story here?
To where?
IG? Or do you want me to send you a screenshot on?
Doesn't matter. Whatever works. I got it.
Okay. Maybe it wasn't right before the fire. Maybe it was earlier. Yeah.
Her eyes turned black in Osha's vision. So it didn't happen as it was happening.
I didn't read all the words.
Well, the turntables.
Yeah, that's your own rule. Oh my god, I can't wait.
I think I read the words, but I didn't click what it meant. It was
I'm going to use that excuse next time.
Yeah.
All right, so
yeah. It was your vision of the fire? I can't remember. Will you stop yelling at me?
Okay. One last thing. So they go with a costume swap. Soul may or may not know it's her. We're not sure. When Kymir finally lands, right, and he picks up his stuff, it's like after a night of partying. It's like, my helmet, my jacket, and then he finds Osha, and then they show her tattoo again. Are they going to show, like, is that going to be a thing later on where Soul sees the fake Osha? It's like, hey, no tattoo, and then that's when he realizes. Is that a way to remind the audience again?
I think you're right. I think it foreshadows the reveal because he made a point of it in the earlier episodes of her getting a tattoo.
Which is
you're right.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then for them to go to it. Okay, you're right.
And then he turns her body over, and she's got, like, part of her shirt is ripped, and it looks like there's a wound underneath on her oblique area. Was that a lightsaber wound?
I didn't even notice that. Really?
Yeah.
I went back to it because she's laying down, and she has been, her outfit has been removed, and there's a wound, like there's a hole in her shirt, and then there's like a reddish wound. Is it a cauterized lightsaber wound?
That's what he healed, right? He healed it. So we saw the healing powers again. Didn't he heal it?
He healed her?
Don't you hear it?
He healed her, or if he was just like. I don't know.
And I thought he did the whole healing.
I thought he was going to, but if he did, they didn't make a point of him going like this over it. It was just him turning her over.
Go into the shot right now.
No, he just puts the jacket. He puts his coat over her, but it doesn't. I don't think they emphasize or really show him healing her.
Man, I'm having Yoko fever dreams. I thought his hand was out.
I thought he was going to heal her too, but I don't think they actually showed that. I think
even in the revelation of our triumph, he says, "You see the depth of our despair." Is he healing her as he's saying that? It doesn't look like he's moving. It's just a shot of him from the shoulder up. It's a really tight shot, and then he covers her with the cloak.
It doesn't close. No. God, I swear to God,
he's saying the line like this.
Mandela effect, Ernie. Yeah.
I swear. Yeah, he was singing, right?
All right. show of let's ask the chat. You guys put your hands.
I think they tricked us into thinking he was going to do that.
I think it's what we wanted.
Or yeah.
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 But what was the wound from when she force pushed her?
Did he not? Did she? I mean, they were all fighting. Who knows? She could have gotten.
She just got
Oh,
tossed
Tony
everywhere.
Ramos says, I saw the healing. Chamba says he did heal her.
If
See?
Chamba says it, I believe it.
What the? Thanks, Chamba, but still, wow. I
So
thought
we
we,
did see it.
yeah, I thought we saw
Huh.
the magic baby hands. I thought
I
that's what we
didn't.
saw.
This through
Yeah.
through the cape.
No,
Are we assuming?
He put the cape on her and then he puts his hand on her like this. This is the only time that I
damn, do you think he's
see
flexing?
him like with his hand over that wound. Either
I
way,
don't know.
we can
Weird.
spend
I
40
thought I
minutes
saw
on
the
this. We really
hand,
could.
and I thought I saw it closing. I did.
Before this, he says.
Chamba, you have the timestamp? Let me know. I can try to pull it up because I'm just clicking through it as I'm talking here and I'm not
Chamba with
listening
the
to it.
Ernie save. I appreciate it. I thought you could see
Yeah.
it close up. Oh, thank you.
I've been wrong like twice this episode, and Ernie's been
Maybe
right.
Yoko, you didn't notice because you're like, oh my god, after this he's gonna have to go shower because he's sweaty and
She's like, what's his
dirty, so-
tricep routine?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? This looks like it.
ah.
You
Give
know
me the
what?
witch's
No.
chance.
Okay, you're right. So she's laying on her side, and then it shows his hand over her wound, like he goes like this, and then her body moves. So it's like she came back to life, or the pains subsided, or something like that. And maybe that's their way of saving the budget on CGIing a wound being healed. He was just going like this.
Wait, it didn't show it close. Open wound closed.
He's going like this. I don't know what that means.
Closing up.
Yeah, so he goes like this. Oh, maybe it's very faint. Also, my eyes are super dry. But that's when she moves. I thought he flipped her over, but she rolls over her on her own. So it's from a little bit of sprinkling of.
I need that on the next Fallen Fed
Hot
shirt, Nate.
turns. Bet on that thing. Get me?
And it closed. Yoko, we need to get this approved. Nate has a good one. I want that on the next Fallen Fed shirt. That is really good. The power of one, the power of two, the power of Ernie. Yes, that's perfect. I got it right. The wound closes. He healed her.
All right.
With
I'm standing right up to my TV, but my eyes are so dry, so I'm watching like. But yeah.
Ernie was texting me. I probably missed half the episode. I gotta rewatch.
You're absolutely right. I'm so sorry. I probably sent the Mysterio text then, and so
Yeah.
you missed it, and you're like, "How does Mysterio
So
play
how-
into this?"
How often are you typing Mysterio?
Yeah.
Was this during the No Way Home
I
or
did a
Far
lot.
From Home?
Or do you talk about Rey
yeah.
Mysterio a lot?
Both. I'm a Spider-Man fan. Well, it's actually Dom right now. Dom's more in Dominic Mysterio's a little bit more. He's going on to live. It's time for another show, but yeah.
Mm. Hell yeah.
There's a lot of Mysterio talked about. There is.
Okay,
Not
so
enough Magneto.
first I was like, Soul isn't gonna bury the bodies of his friends and colleagues and Padawan, but he walks off. They get on the ship and they go. And along the way, Basil, he picked up Pip, so he has a scent of the real OSHA.
Yeah.
And then on the ship, and he does a little sniffing too, or she, or it. I think they called it.
I think they
They.
called it a day. Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, some of the dialogue near the end was like, between the two sisters talking, like,
That's
we're
the weakest
back
part for me.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Osha and May is the least interesting
Yes.
part of the story so far. for
Yeah,
me.
it's really,
Yeah.
really slow. I don't know what it is. Even when she
Right.
saved Soul, it's a little slow. I know she did the duck under, when he tried to slice her and she put the kick me sign on him. You're absolutely right. But other than that, she just kept getting thrown around and everybody else was fighting badass. The May fight was good, but again, they're not like talking right. But yeah,
The
their
May
interaction.
was great when they were, but
Mm.
but that whole interaction there at the end was, or that conversation was just really weird.
Yes.
And she seemed a little like crazy, right? Like a little like like a little
It
weird.
seemed like she was trying to reveal
May was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It seemed
she
like
was the
she was
crazy.
trying to reveal the
like, we're
truth.
sisters. Choose me
Right.
this time. Like it just, I don't know, the way she was saying, I don't know. It got me feeling the heebie-jeebies a little bit, you know.
Hey,
Yeah.
props to the actress though. Like,
Yeah.
it may not be the best dialogue, but I think she's really good, and I think, you know,
Little
especially
rude.
playing the two opposites and twins, right, as different
You
people.
can see the difference in her eyes when she's between the two characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
What'd
cool.
you think about the Saber haircut?
At first I'm like, what is she doing?
I'll
And
try
then I
it.
realized.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that should be your next video, Yoko. A Saber
Yeah.
haircut and not the flip.
Yeah. 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 That'd be a sick transition, actually. But no, I thought she was getting ready to commit seppuku or something at first, you know? The way she was like, because she was like leaned over weird and
You thought she was gonna just decapitate herself?
well, in her stomach.
There, you know what? You're right. The crazy talk, that
Yeah.
scene, and there was a lot of talk too about a lot of people really thought that they were the same person. Meaning like a force projection. So when I saw them together in that weird conversation, I really thought it was going to go like into one and give a reveal like that, like it is just one person, you know. But that didn't happen, so that's out the window.
We've seen them in the same scene with other characters too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the street
Yes.
fight when they were
Yeah.
chasing her.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of when she did the force? She grabbed the blaster off of Osha over Soul, and then shot him with it. When May did that, that was a funny effect.
When she did what?
The stun gun.
When she stun gunned Soul?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
pulled it. She like pulled it over him.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was really fast. But they get yeah, and this is the part where I'm like, does she not sense, like Master Soul not sense it's a different force aura? I mean, it's one thing to shut yours down and not, you know, and to mask it, but like, I don't know.
But Yoko made a good
midichlorians,
point.
man.
Yoko made a good point that he would have not left Osha there.
I don't think he's like listening in that moment.
Because lots happened.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
The dude just called himself a Sith. Everybody who you brought there died. Your Padawan just died.
Yeah.
The one you do care about, where you're living this lie, and then you get out of there. I guess that was weird. Oh, they were playing a real version of
I think he'll
Dejeric.
figure it out. I think he's going to figure it out, but I can believe in that moment that he's not. He's like everything else is blocked out of his mind, and he's not sensing her.
Yeah,
true.
I can believe that in the moment. Tomorrow, not so much, but in the moment,
so much happening. Yeah. Another good product placement was that real life Dejeric board that they were playing, and not the hologram. That's also for sale in Batu.
The people in the village.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, someone mentioned earlier the lightsabers were looking extra girthy, but that's been constant through the show.
Yeah, the park-sized girthy lightsabers. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Close up of the wound. Jennifer Voorhees says May still has a mark on her head. Yeah, she's gonna have to keep those bangs
banging
down, like for good.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go, Grey Panda. It's a bit bulky. Yeah, they do look a bit. They have been looking bulkier.
Also, like I think Kilnaka's lightsaber looked really large in Jeki's hand.
Yeah, he's a large Wookiee versus
he's a large, right.
So
I feel like that was one of the close-ups we got. So that's
May pulled a
like, I
George.
made sure to say all the words in that sentence, Ernie.
Man Beast Wars says, wasn't he gonna kill May? He chased her down. Why would he want a weaker version in Osha?
The Sith.
Yeah, he was trying to kill her. Yes, he was, but I think it's not. Maybe they have a force. Yeah, maybe they have a force dyad. And not only that, he knows it's a sister. If she ratted him out and that's not going to be his Padawan, what if he could flip Osha? What if she awakes and he just comes out with the truth? the Jedi killed all your family. Your sister didn't do it. What if he flips her?
Mm. I love his whole speech where it's like the Jedi said I can't exist, but so now like people that now that you know I'm here, I have to kill all of you.
So I'm wondering if before those Jedi went to the witch planet, did they visit his planet first? Ow. Sorry,
Yeah, we know so little of him.
Stop.
How he trained, how he met May, trained her, and how he apparently made up this fake character of Kymir to track her. But what is it? There's 5 more episodes. Is that correct?
I do not
3.
like that he says that he doesn't have a name.
3 more episodes.
3 more episodes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really need a name. And then the subtitles just kept saying stranger. I mean, you have so many, Darth Maul, Darth this, Darth Tyrannus, Darth. There's a Asajj Ventress. Like, I know. I needed a name. I don't have a name.
Counterpoint.
Uh-huh.
You know how later they say like the Sith the Sith haven't existed. Maybe it's because he has no name and there's no record of him, right? Like almost all the Jedi who have seen him have died so far, right?
So he has to.
He's the rule safe.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Rule safe me. Can't record my name if I don't have one.
But
Right.
I mean, it could make sense to that's why
Yeah.
so people can't really tell stories about him because he doesn't have a name, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Darth Stranger, but it's not pronounced. It's like it's not Savage Oppress. It's Savage. It's Darth Stranger.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We all keep reading Stranger. It was right there on the screen. Stranger, and he's gonna say it right. Stranger. What?
Je m'appelle Darth Stranger. Oh, that subtitles were right.
In front of us the whole time.
That's all the French I remember from all the way to grade 9. What's up, Grumps? So overall, like apart from the I mean, I can't say apart from the fight scenes because that was like the bulk of this episode, right? Are we happy with how it was executed, how the plot moves forward in regards to, the switch of the twins and finding out about Darth Stranger and all those things?
Yeah, I'm good for it. I mean, we have to let the whole series play out. You can never go off of anything. Were some of these other episodes a little rough? Yeah, but we haven't had the whole show. I mean, look how super exciting this fight was, and it ties it together. That was 4 episodes that we had before. Yoko called it 5th episode. You just always wait for the 5th episode. And now we have 3 more episodes to finish it out. And I'm wondering now, how are we going to finish this in 3 episodes?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta let it play out, people. And this was good.
Wait, the other thing we called right was this episode was titled Night.
Yes, absolutely.
I said that.
Did you hear that?
Head.
Yeah.
Oh.
But right before we started. Or
Oh,
right before we started the episode.
Wait, I wanted to, and did you say that we got that right?
Yeah, day and night, like we said. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned your name specifically, so it didn't register in your brain that
Right.
I was either praising you or that you got something right. Which
I didn't. It wasn't me. I think that was another Ernie thing.
That wasn't Ernie thing.
Yeah. Wow. What's that? Is it Freaky Friday with me and Ernie?
Yeah. How have we not taken off yet? We're just basically writing the whole show for them. I mean, come on. So
I'm telling nonsense stories that have nothing to do with anything, and Ernie's getting things right. Like this is I don't know what's going on today.
The lines are crossed.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's gonna be over. You can go lay down and cuddle in your tortilla blanket, and everything will be right. Everything will be all right. Don't worry.
Yeah, Clockwork says, man, so many cool stuff. The 3 stabs, the impaling with the 2 Jedi and 1 saber, the neck snap. It was an exciting and really, really gruesome episode for being like a Disney era Star Wars TV show. It's pretty dang good. I want to see more of the mystery of what happened in the past. Again, it's been 2 episodes, and not much more has been revealed in that sense. If it's supposed to be like a mystery, right? If that's the big thing of what happened in the past, I'd like to know more. The little tidbit that we get was like, oh, there's some darkness in Master Soul, and that's it. Yeah, there you go. Thunderhouse. I'm still not sold on the story because it's been sort of ham-fisted, but the fighting and action tonight was worth it. I think it's a good chance. I think it has a good chance of ending strong. Yeah. I mean, for some people, for myself and several other people, and I'm sure there's tons of people out there too who are like, this is some of the best lightsaber fight live action out there, right? Like that's a really good, like a well executed thing for the show for that. We have Rick Dom here from the ACBA podcast. You guys ever heard of it? I know they're gonna be fucking with this show now after the big fight.
That's good.
Hell yeah, hoping it sticks the landing. Yeah.
We need a sponsorship from one of these saber companies. There's like 50 of them out there. I've told that to Yoko before. Because I don't know about you guys, when I'm a kid, I want to go outside right now and beat somebody with a saber.
Whoa.
Like I want to go fight. Like I do. Like you see all those memes of, those 2 dudes fighting in the snow. You see, people just having epic lightsaber fights. Like you need that right now. You watch this and you're like, I'm going outside. I don't care who it is. I'm fighting them.
Yeah, don't get yourself arrested, Ernie.
Yeah.
Don't go out there, like Torrent said, beating people off.
Yeah.
With lightsabers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With lightsabers.
I'll be safe.
Hell yeah. All right.
I'm gonna do the twirl and everything.
All right, let's get your final comments and questions, anything like that. Yoko, Ernie,
Yeah.
Anything else we may have neglected to cover? Or
Yeah, well, one of the big things that people were in an uproar about last week was about Ki-Adi-Mundi, like knowing that there was the Sith, and then he lied later in the prequels, right? Or
yeah.
And I'm just saying, that's another reason why we just gotta wait out this series, because maybe he never knew, right? So maybe he didn't lie, and everyone's jumping to conclusions here. When he may never find out, because I could see Soul going back and not wanting to tell them exactly what happened, especially if he is covering something up.
Exactly.
The darkness in him, or whatever his backstory is going to be, that the stranger, how do we pronounce it?
Stranger.
He alluded to.
Stranger.
So maybe Soul's going to take a vow of. I was about to say the wrong word. What was the vow called?
No. Were you going to say celibacy? Yeah, is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, that was what I was going to say.
He already took that, didn't he? Right?
Yeah, I guess so. A vow of, I can never remember. But anyway, there's just people love to jump to conclusions when we don't actually know.
It's a great game. It's a great board game. Jump to conclusions.
Is that a board game?
No, I think it's from Office Space. Yeah. Trevor makes a great point. For him, he says one decent lightsaber fight doesn't make up for the rest of the show for me. That's fair.
Yeah, go watch Empire Strikes Back again then.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, that's my go-to response. Oh, you hate this? Go watch Empire. It still exists.
He didn't say he hated it. He's just saying
So good.
Knock yourself out.
It's the jump to conclusions, Matt. There you go. Thank you, John Carmen. I know I can count on you for that. Yeah, I think that's it. We covered the new MGS that's coming out, the SDCC exclusive Hot Wheels ship.
What's up, Dan? Yes, it was so good.
Dan says, "Yo, my boy Soul should have pulled an MK and finished him." Oh my god.
Yeah, but I wish I would have let him.
Can you imagine if he did, and then he looks into the camera, Lee Jung-jae, and he's like, "Fatality, flawless victory."
Yeah, but
So
Jedi Kevin got the fatality. That was
I know.
sure. Yeah, there was a fatality in there.
What's up, Dan? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Hope I like that, Dan. Into the Star Wars shows. Yeah, there's some cool fights. Jackie stepping up was cool, but yeah, sad to see a lot of them go. All right. Anything else before we get out of here? Again, if you it's hot. It's hot out. Summer's here. You can grab some of the new summer. It's so hot right now. You can grab some of the new summer gear. They have board shorts. They have workout clothes, flip flops from heroesvillains.com. And again, you can save 20% off of your entire order. Or if you want to get some stuff, for the upcoming fall, sometimes the seasons start earlier.
Yeah, get your bomber
merch.
jackets and varsity jackets now while they're in stock to be ready.
Exactly.
For the
You can
season.
save 20% off your entire order, including sale items and final sale items, everything. So it's basically stacking your discount with code BOBA20 at checkout for heroesvillains.com. And also, yes, I have to say congratulations to everyone who was looking forward to a Filipino Sith character. Happy for you. Filipino Sith, Korean Jedi.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I
This
was
is
thinking
awesome. This is so cool. And they were fighting each other.
the Asians started Star Wars, you guys.
Don't forget Padawan.
Who?
We'll come back somewhere.
Padawans?
Hey, Padawan,
Yes.
still around.
Yeah, Padawan's still there.
That's
What
true.
if he picks Padawan as his next apprentice?
Your avatar lasted longer than mine and Kevin's.
Oh,
Oh, Yord.
yeah. I'm still going strong.
sad. Hey, one more time, prayer hands in the chat for Yord, please and thank you. Yeah, Chamba, about time. I'm really happy for. I know what it means to have to have that representation in a property that you love. Go cosplay, go do whatever it is that's inspiring you with this now. Wait, Space DK is Pinoy, says Toy Rensu. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, friends. I think we're gonna call it tonight. Unfortunately, Paul doesn't seem to be able to make it tonight, so we will hopefully see him in the next episode.
I hope they won again.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Prayer hands also for Jackie too, but because she was
Yeah.
super badass, not just Yord.
She was really good. I would like to see a spin-off story of her. She seems like a cool character.
How much? She was just a Padawan. How much could she have done? Like,
it seems like, dude, she came with a lot of knowledge to everybody. She was asking Saul about, why do you have that hologram? Like, she knew everything that was going down. She would bring Osha back to reality. Like, she was probably right there and not granted the title of knight. Who does that? But yeah,
She was still in like Sunday school or whatever that was, though. Like,
yeah,
It's
she's
true.
still.
yeah.
She fought dope though.
Wasn't she in that class with the
Yeah.
stick twirling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that was like below her level.
See?
That's what I
need
thought
to
too.
favorite
Because she
fight.
could, if she
Last
survived, she could have gone
Right.
back, being like, "F this class, man! Did you see who I fought with 2 lightsabers?"
Exactly.
Right?
But now she was. I
First
mean, they
try?
could save her. She
Yeah.
was stabbed.
Yeah.
Just real
I guess we
slow.
don't know that it was first
I don't know if she deserves a spin-off for that, but super cool. Fallen Jedi. We love Fallen Jedi here on the channel. All right, I think that's it for tonight. We covered all that stuff. Go check out Heroes Villains. Ernie, what have you got going on this week? Where should people be following you and watching your stuff?
Join us tomorrow on the Fallen Fett Chronicles, myself, Yoko McCann, and Dario, 80s Baby, as we get into a very special episode. Oh my God, tomorrow's subject is crazy. The guest you won't believe. So just tune in tomorrow night, 6 p.m., Fallen Fett Chronicles on YouTube. And I guarantee you're going to love the show. It's going to be amazing. Then immediately following that, the Sarlacc Digest at 8 p.m. and Thursday nights with the Toy Migos on They're Not Dolls. Cheney 180, myself, Chamba, playing with myself, Augie, and who knows who else will show up. That's what we got going on. And then a very special episode of How We Do Disney coming up as well.
Very
For
nice.
real, actually, or
Yeah.
Who know else?
Stay tuned. Go subscribe now and hit that bell for notifications, and you'll find out, Yoko.
Hmm.
Fallen Fett Chronicles.
Okay, can't wait.
Yoko, yourself?
I put out 3 little mini vlogs covering Washington SummerCon this weekend. If you want to check that out, and my new obsession, the new thing that I want. I just posted that one today. You can check those out on Instagram or YouTube at Yoko McCann on both channels. Spoiler alert, it's a mouse droid. I really want a mouse droid. Like, I want a real mouse droid.
Usually, don't spoil it yet. Wait till they get to your.
Yeah, but I wanted to say on here that I want a mouse droid in case somebody knows how I can get one. Is that all? Is that it? Yeah. I'll try to stream on Monday. Again, I didn't stream yesterday because I was too tired. I think that's it. Thank you.
Very nice.
Very
Okay.
much.
Tomorrow night I will be a guest on the Resistance broadcast, another Star Wars podcast, talking about Acolyte. So I got invited over there. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I've been on there last year, I think, for Ahsoka. So more Star Wars stuff tomorrow. Thursday is Unboxing Thursdays every week, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. And of course, DK and I do some videos every week for Patreon called What I Missed. We highlight some of the newest toy reveals and pre-orders of the week. And there's other videos on there. We did a watch along on Sunday. So if you want to check it out, that's patreon.com/toyingaround. But hey, thank you so much.
What?
We had like,
Whoa.
what?
Sorry. Is that official Star Wars?
What?
What?
In the chat. Official Star Wars. See you next time. Bro, I'm going with it.
It has a check mark.
Right.
Everyone's just
It is
just
actually
panic clicking in the background.
I'm right now.
What's
Yeah,
up?
I'm like this right.
That's it. I'm glad. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thank you, Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm just like, Ernie, where's this tangent you're going on? That's super cool. Thank you for being here. But hey, we had a huge, pretty good number of people in here tonight. So please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Let YouTube know. Let Star Wars know. Hey, people, maybe enjoying the stream, and maybe they will too. So YouTube will try to recommend it to other people. Thank you for tuning in. Yoko usually bring us home here. But I'm just deer in the headlights right now. I feel like I just fought a Sith on my own. Yoko, what should people be doing at this point right now?
At this point right now, you want to hit that thumbs up if you haven't already, because you're happy to be here because you're still here. So hit that thumbs up, and we'll be back here next week. We might actually have a special guest next week if Kev allows it. Kev will allow it. I just remembered I haven't mentioned it to you yet. So stay tuned. It'll be fun, and we're here to enjoy Star Wars. So that's what we do.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a great night and keep toying around. Peace. Do you guys think that was the real Star Wars?
Dude, it's the real Star Wars. Everybody's like checking it.
Did you click it?
It is.
I clicked it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You click. They're still typing. They're still. Oh my God. Are we still live?
You're welcome.
Oh my
God.
God. So embarrassing.
Join us next week, Star Wars. We'll be here. What up, Dan, too? Like, Chamba was here all night?
You guys, be cool.
Sorry. Be cool. Keep it cool.